Hello everyone, welcome to today's session and welcome to MCQ series for class 10 SST, and today we will be doing the rise of nationalism in Europe MCQs part 2. We've already done one part. In case you haven't watched, the link of the same will be provided to you in the description box. So today is the second part of our MCQ series for the history chapter 1, which is the only chapter in your term 1 board exams, and through this series we will be revising the entire chapter through the most important MCQs. Okay everyone, so are you ready? In case you're ready, hit the like button, share the video with all your friends and subscribe to the channel. So let's have the homework rockers of resources and development chapter. The session of that I gave you homework question and these people have answered it correctly. Akhil and Akanksha and Bhumika from 2 devices. It's really a good thing if somebody is giving the answer from 2 devices. It means that person has double power. Okay. Even I would request you to give the answers from as many devices as possible because this will help you in revising more and more. Congratulations all of you. And now let's go there to the site. So this is a worksheet that I've prepared. Okay, fine. Now, yes, is it visible? Okay, so it should be visible to all of you. So we have the rise of nationalism in Europe, the most important objective questions today. So are you all ready? If you are ready, then please, you know what you have to do. Hit the like button. Chalo, let's begin with the objective questions and you can take it as your test. Take a notebook with all of you. Like suppose I am taking this notebook. Take the notebook with all of you and start writing the answers. Like first question, this answer, and at the end you can check. I will be explaining you the topic with the answer. Then you can check. This will be a complete test kind of a thing. So without further ado, let's get started. First question on your screen. Notebook should be open. On the notebook, write down the answer. The question says, who remarked when France sneezes, the rest of the Europe catches cold? So which one of the following personalities said that when your France is going to sneeze, means when the revolutions are going to take place in France, the entire Europe will be affected? Giuseppe Mazzini, Metternich, Louis Philippe, Johann Gottfried. So what do you think? Now in today's session, I will be teaching you a very good method to score full marks. Wait a second. Let me just reduce it. Okay. I'll teach you the method known as elimination method. Eliminate the options which you don't think are not true. Louis Philippe was the king of France. Why would he just stay to his own kingdom? Okay. Giuseppe Mazzini was Italian. Why would he talk about France? Now, the confusion will be between Metternich and Gottfried. But I know the ones who know the answer will know. So the answer is definitely Metternich. So Duke Metternich, who hosted the Vienna Congress, the Treaty of Vienna, he was the one who remarked when France sneezes, the rest of the Europe catches cold. I hope most of you got it right. Next question, question number 2 on your screen. Which country had been partly of the Ottoman Empire since the 15th century? Ottoman Empire is a Muslim empire, as I told you. So which country was a part of it? Was it Spain, Greece, France, Germany? It's easy. This time I want 100% correct answers in the chat box. Chat box should be flooded with the answers. What do you think? Spain, Greece, France, Germany? Quickly. I can see Spain is not in the list. France is also, I don't think the correct answer is. Now between Greece and Germany, what do you think the correct answer is? Because during that time, Germany and Greece were actually not the nation states. Okay, these were already the nation states. So the answer is definitely Greece. So Greece had been a part of your Ottoman Empire since the 15th century and the Treaty of Constantinople recognized it, okay, as a nation state. Question number 3 on your screen. Which country became full-fledged territorial state in Europe in the year 1789? So a full-fledged territorial state in Europe. Was it Germany, England, France or Spain? What do you think? Which country was there? Answers in the chat box. Okay, Your time is up, and it was France. In 1789, it became a territorial state after the French Revolution. 1789 was the year of French Revolution. Please understand it. Okay? So this is the answer. I hope most of you got it correct. Question number 4 says, when was the first clear expression of nationalism noticed in Europe? 1789, 1787, 1759, 1789, 1769. First clear expression was the French Revolution. Okay, the French Revolution was the first clear expression, and it was there in the year 1789. That we know. I can show you the answer. 1789 is your correct answer. Okay. Okay. Question number 5. Which of the following did the European conservatives not believe in? What do you think? See, not believe in. In which of these the conservatives did not believe? Traditional institution of state policy, strengthened monarchy, a return to a society of pre-revolutionary days. What do you think? It's too easy this time. See, they believed in tradition, so first cannot be our answer. They also wanted monarchy because monarchy was in their past, so they wanted to preserve their past. Okay, so the answer becomes C. Easy. Let's see the answer. Yeah, a return to a society of pre-revolutionary days. Clear? Sixth question. Name the Italian revolutionary from Genoa. So it's in Italy. Okay, Genoa is in Italy. Who was that revolutionary? Metternich, Johann Gottfried, Giuseppe Mazzini, none of these. See, Metternich was a conservative. Okay, he was the chancellor of Russia. Duke Metternich was the chancellor of Austria. I mean, not Russia, Austria. Okay, so Metternich was the the chancellor of Austria. So this is not the correct answer. Johann Gottfried was who? Let me know in the chat box. Yes, he was a romantic artist. Okay, who gave the terms Das Folk and Folkgeist. So this is not the correct answer. Giuseppe Mazzini is the correct answer. Giuseppe Mazzini was the person who was an Italian revolutionary from Genoa who formed a lot of secret societies. Okay, so the secret societies were formed by this young revolutionary. I hope this was clear to you. Let's see the answer. Yes, so Giuseppe Mazzini is our correct answer. Easy seventh question. Which language was spoken for purposes of diplomacy in the mid 18th century? If you've attended my regular sessions, then you must be knowing the answer because I explained it. Okay, answers in the chat box. Write down in a notebook, everyone. Definitely, it was French. So French was the language which was spoken for diplomacy. Okay, for getting a high social class. Okay, what was Young Italy exactly? Was it a vision of Italy? Was it a secret society, national anthem of Italy, or none of these? What was exactly this Young Italy? Answers in the chat box, everyone. We are practicing right now. We are revising everything, whatever we discussed in our regular session. After the explanatory videos, this is a practice session. Take it as that. Okay, your time's up. It was a secret society formed by Giuseppe Mazzini. Okay. And do let me know in the comment section where was this Young Italy formed. Two options I am giving you. One, Marseille and Europe. Okay. So now the ninth question is here. Okay. Now I will have to change my orientation. Fine. Now I guess everything is fine. So the question says, ninth question, Treaty of Constantinople recognized Dash as an independent nation. Greece, Australia, Italy, or none of the above? Just now I told you the answer. Yes, it is Greece. It recognized Greece. Treaty of Constantinople recognized Greece as an independent nation. Okay, everyone. Australia, Italy. Australia is in Oceania. How can it come? And Italy, it was unified, right? Who was by which people? Victor Emmanuel II, Giuseppe Garibaldi, Count Camillo the Cavour. These were the people who helped in the unification process. Question 10th. Which of the following did not play a role to develop nationalist sentiments? Art, music, climate. Arya bhai, how can climate develop your nationalist feelings? That this place is having a good climate, this place is having a bad climate. How would that differ at all? art will have a big role, okay? Music will have, climate wouldn't have. So your answer becomes climate. Easy everyone? Chalo. I'm visible now and audible also, I guess. Yeah, fine. Fine. Next question. Who was proclaimed the King of United Italy in 1861? Giuseppe Garibaldi, Victor Emmanuel II, Giuseppe Mazzini, or Cavour? It's easy. I told you just now. Chalo, quickly. Yes, it was Victor Emmanuel II. He was proclaimed as the King of United Italy after unification. Okay, Italy was fragmented into 7 different parts, and only one part, that was Sardinia Piedmont, spoke Italian language, which was the Italian princely house. So Victor Emmanuel II was proclaimed the king after the unification, after they defeated the Austrian kings and the Bourbon kings of Spain. Okay, 12th question. Liberal nationalists mainly belong to which class? Elite class, educated middle class, elite, working class, artisans. It's also not that difficult. You can easily get the answer. What do you think? Okay, what happened to it? Yes, the answer becomes the educated middle class elite. So they were basically from the middle classes. Okay, as we read how the middle classes emerged in Europe. Okay, so I hope that you must have remembered. So 13th, yes. 13th question is here. Okay, the question says, where was the first upheaval took place in July 1803? Italy, Germany, France, Greece. The first upheaval which took place. Okay, your time's up. It was taken place in France. Okay, so one hint that I can give, one trick I would say, that most of the revolutions started in France. Whenever you hear first or anything related to revolution, then France was the first country to do so, because French people were very revolutionary, right? So that's why this happened. Clear? Next question. The most serious source of nationalist tension in Europe after 1871 was an area called Ottoman, Prussia, Balkans, or Macedonia. Easy. This is too easy. Where the nationalist tensions grew, which composed of various regions in Europe. What do you think? Okay, our time's up. It is Balkans. The Balkan region comprised of all these tensions and different regions, a different ethnic composition. 15th, which of the following was not a part of Napoleon's defeat? Britain, Australia, Italy. Was the fourth option also there? No, fine. See, I gave you a hint in my regular sessions. Bar. How many of you remember bar? Raise your hands. Bar means Britain, Austria, Russia, Prussia. Britain is there, was not a part. Australia, Italy. I guess then, is there a problem? Wait a second. Let me see. Italy. Achha. I think it should be Austria, not Australia. It should be Austria. Okay. Because Australia also, it was Austria, Britain, Austria, and Russia, Prussia were part, but Italy wasn't the part of Napoleon's defeat. It did not defeat Napoleon in the Battle of Waterloo. Chalo, 16th question. 16th question says, which newly designed flag was chosen to replace the formal flag royal standard in France? Was it Union Jack, Tricolor, White, Saltire, or Red Cross? This was easy. Tricolor is India's flag, not at all. White also no. Red Cross also no. So your answer becomes what? Union. Achha, sorry. I was thinking about Britain. Sorry. They are saying in France. Nah. So in France, tricolor was replaced. The wrong. You read about it in that. I thought Union Jack was of Britain. I read it Britain by mistake. In France, tricolor was the flag which was replaced. And what are the three colors? Blue, white, and red was replaced instead of the royal standard. Sorry for my mistake. Which of the following reforms made the whole system in France more rational and efficient? Administrative, social, economic, political. This is also very easy. Because of Napoleon in administrative system, France became very efficient. That was the Napoleonic Code of 1804. Who destroyed democracy in France? Hitler, Mussolini, Napoleon Bonaparte, or Bismarck? This is very easy. I'm expecting 100% in this. I have explained to you a lot many times. It is Napoleon Bonaparte who destroyed democracy in France and established dictatorship. Military, he was a military dictator. So the next question says, which region is ruled over by the Habsburg Empire? Austria-Hungary region, France, Netherlands, Spain, Portugal, or Scotland, Ireland? So the Habsburg Empire, which region was ruled by this empire? It's easy again. Okay, yes, it's the Austria-Hungary region which was ruled by your Habsburg Empire. Next question, 20th. What was the main occupation in the mid-18th century in Europe? Was it trade and commerce, peasantry, craftsmanship, all of the above? In the 18th century, mid-18th century, what was the main occupation of people? Okay, yes, it was peasantry because most of the people were peasants. Trade and commerce wasn't there. How can they become craftsmen? No, peasantry is the correct answer. Don't get confused by watching all of the above option. Okay, this is just for confusing you and nothing else. Okay, so the answer becomes peasantry. 21st. What was the main feature of the pattern of land holding prevailing in the Eastern and Central Europe? Tenants, vast estates, small owners, landlords. Main feature they are asking. Okay. Yes, the vast estates. The vast estates were there during that time period in the aristocracy and the new middle classes. Okay, this was the main feature of the pattern of land holding, that vast estates were there which were taken care by small landlords and tenants. We read. 22. Which country began to use language as a weapon of national resistance? Poland, Prussia, Hungary, Austria. This is very easy. We know Poland used it against Russia. Okay, as we discussed. Okay. I can show you the answer. Poland. Question 23. What major issue was criticized against by the liberal nationalists? Censorship laws to control the press, preservation of the church, a modern army, efficient bureaucracy. They are saying by the liberal nationalists which issue was criticized, which they did not like. Okay, see, censorship laws to control the press, preservation of the church, a modern army, efficient bureaucracy. What do you think? Okay, efficient bureaucracy. So criticized against by the liberal nationalists. So this was the major issue, okay, which was criticized by them. Efficient bureaucracy. Clear, everyone? Sure. 24th. German philosopher Johann Gottfried claimed that true German culture was to be discovered among the common people, aristocratic people, middle class alike. None of these. Very easy. It is related to what you call your Das Folk and Folkgeist. These were the two ideologies that we discussed. Folkgeist. So it should be common people. Yes. Easy. Acha, what is the meaning of Folkgeist? Just now, common people, spirit of the nation, music, none of these. Common people is Das Folk. So Folkgeist should be spirit of the nation. Easy. Now this is also very easy. Now let's wait a second. 26. Acha. Okay, the place where the priests and bishops were punished. Siberia, Tundra, Mongolia, none of the above. This is very easy. The answer is definitely Siberia in Russia, where they were punished. Okay, Siberia is in Russia, please remember. Now this was easy. Fill in the blanks questions can also be asked, so you should be thorough with them. Let's solve them. The Act of Union of 1707 was between dash and dash. The Act of Union. Union means when they are coming together. Okay. was between which two countries? One was, you can say, England. Which was the other one? Now, the other one confuses children if it is Scotland or Ireland. But children, remember, it is not, what you say, Ireland, it was Scotland. So, England and Scotland had this Act of Union. And Jacobin clubs were the which type of clubs? What do you think? What were they? Which type of clubs? Political clubs. I gave you this question once. They were political clubs. Okay. Question 3. When conservative regimes were restored to power, many liberal minded people went underground because of fear of what? What do you think? What do you think? Because of fear of repression. Okay, because they were fearing, okay, if they, like, they could easily, like, the conservative people were very powerful, so they could control us, they could even kill. Okay. Dash allegory represents the nation of France. Easy. This is Marianne. So Marianne was the allegory for France and Germania for Germany. Easy. Now dash with the most serious nationalist tension in Europe after 1871. Just now we discussed what happened to it. Balkans. So Balkan region was the most serious problem. True false. तो अभी रहने दो. Okay, this we have done. Assertion reasoning. We will do only one today, and one will be your homework. Okay. Wait a second. Yes. So this we are doing right now. See, assertion reasoning. Or let me explain in the next session. We'll do just assertion reasoning, all of them. There are, I think, 10 assertion reasoning. We'll do them. So I'm just telling you that in assertion reasoning you have 4 options. Assertion and reason, these two are statements, and you have to see if first you have to see both the statements individually if both of them are correct. And let me explain through the PPT only, that will be clearer to you. Wait a second. What happened to it? So, okay, so I'm explaining, just a second. Yeah. So in assertion and reasoning type of problems, what happens, you get 2 statements, assertion and reason. First you have to see if both of them are correct. If both of them are correct, you have to find the relation between them. If you find the relation, or you can say the reason is able to explain your assertion, then you can say that A is correct, otherwise B, if it's not explaining. If assertion is true, reason is false, then C. If assertion is false, reason is true, then D. So these are the possibilities. Okay, so I hope they are clear. Now one assertion reasoning we will do, and I think one I'll give you in homework. Assertion. Italy was divided into 7 states, of which only one was ruled by an Italian princely house. Correct. The statement is correct. But the reason says the north was under the domination of the Bourbon king of Spain. Wrong. The south region was under the domination of Bourbon kings. North was under Austria-Hungary region. So your answer becomes C. That is assertion is true, but reason is false. Because see, Italy was divided into 7 states, of which only one, Sardinia Piedmont, was ruled by an Italian princely house. The north was under Austrian Habsburgs, and the southern regions were under the domination of Bourbon kings of Spain. Thus, assertion is true, reason is false. Now, second question is your homework. Let me change the pen today, I did not change. Assertion says Germany, Italy, and Switzerland were divided into kingdoms, duchies, and cantons whose rulers had their autonomous territories, and they were closely bound to each other in spite of their autonomous rules. So what do you think? This is your homework question. I'll discuss in the next session. Along with that, we will be having our homework rockers. So if you want to become the homework rocker, do not forget to be there and answer all the questions. Okay, everyone? Now I'm signing off for today. We'll meet in the next session. Bye bye.